Good morning. Day 14, my 14th sunrise here in Baja at Scorpion Cove, at the end of the world, where the surfers and the old-time surfers, Americans with money, have kind of taken over. Which reminds me of a interesting thing that occurred yesterday when I got here and had time to think about overnight. I wake up way before sunrise, since I go to bed at sunset just after around 8 o'clock, so a lot of time to think and create my own movies in my dreams. But I had time to think about when I arrived here yesterday. Walked into the restaurante at the camp. They had American football on, and just a few people there. Everybody speaking English. Felt like back home. And then somebody walks in and shouts out, "Oh, football's for fags." He was there to surf or whatever. Nobody laughed, thankfully. And people at his table said, "What did you say?" And he said it again, and nobody said anything, and kind of felt like, well, that was strange, but how American. And let it pass. I had just walked in. Just got into town. I didn't know the situation, didn't know what the apparent joke was supposed to mean, blah, blah, blah. And, kind of thinking about it, it bothers me now that I did just let it pass to my subconscious. But thinking about it, here we are in a foreign country being hosted by Mexicans who may have thought differently, or put some thought into it. What's it like back in America when they're in a bar? Are they insensitively making snide remarks about Mexicans, other people? I'm from Palm Springs. I don't think he would have said, if we were in a bar and watching, I don't know, Olympic figure skaters, whether he would have said the same thing. Interesting. Would he? Yeah, I mean, derogatory comments. He could have easily said, "Oh, your football's for N-word lovers." I mean, in a way, that might have been more representative of the participants of the game, but obvious to him that it's all just meant to be a joke. But I guess that it's the insensitivity of what we all may catch ourselves doing or saying. That here's the thing too. I met the guy later on in the day on the beach. He was learning to kiteboard from a Mexican who actually speaks better English than all of us, and just again reminds you of the insensitivity that he didn't realize what his words, what harm, although he really meant no harm, because he is a nice guy. I talked to him for a little bit, and I didn't even realize this was the same guy that said what was said in the bar, which says something about my insensitivity or lack of awareness. Whereas today, I feel like, oh my gosh, if I see the guy today, I'm going to have a chat with him. As a fellow American, and him representing Americans in a country where he's being hosted by non-Americans who could be more affected by words, even though they're just jokes. And I may even, if I go back to the restaurant, apologize to the waitress. That was wonderful, and certainly not deserving of having people come to her establishment and talking that way. It just leaves a stain, I guess, even though it may in some people's eyes be meant to be innocent, and it does leave a stain, I think, on Americans who don't think about how their words could be taken by others. He doesn't know who's in the crowd. Certainly didn't know who I was when I just walked in. Anyway, thought for the morning. Let's all be a little more sensitive and maybe stand up when we see injustice, as big or small as it may seem. Certainly don't want the guy going around Baja making wisecracks like that. It does none of us any good.